You know, in the family of surface plugs, buzz baits are about the only one that are constantly moving at all times. You can't stop this one and twitch it, chug it, pop it, plunk it on top like other top waters. This one here is made for one thing, and that's to create continuous commotion topside. Wait a minute, or is there? Yes, there is. This one here is called the buzz plug. You can buzz it, stop it, let it float, twitch it, start it up again. There are a few tricks that can be performed to make a good buzz bait better. If it's got the proper sound, and if it's fished with the correct presentation in an ideal location at the right time, you better hang on. Speaking of presentations, let's discuss it. Buzz baits produce best at a slow speed. The slower you can present it, the more attractive it'll be, and the easier it'll be for the fish to get it. There's a good one. Whew. Easy does it. See, the thing I like about that little bait, you can run it and you can stop it. Whereas most buzz bait, you have to continually run them, keep them moving at all times. But that one, you can stop it as you're running along, stop it and start it, stop it and start it. But they seem to want it today. They just want it just to continually moving it. That's a pretty fair fish. You liked it too, didn't you? Yeah, you did. Big old long slinky fish. Okay, buddy, we'll turn you loose. See ya. So you can run that bait like that and just stop it. You know, I'm like a lot of folks. I simply love topwater fishing, and I've learned it's not too much fun if you don't have the proper equipment, mainly the correct rod with the right action. My all-round choice is a topwater rod that is 6 feet 9 inches with a fast tip, not only for close range, but for long cast as well. Now, this action is ideal for working shoreline cover because it offers the better accuracy, and you can work it tip down, making it easy on your wrist. Now, even when I need to reach out to breaking fish, this rod length does the job. I should point out, I'm fairly tall, 6'2". Now, the average height of most fishermen, it varies. And you may find that a shorter fisherman, say less than 6 feet, a shorter rod may work out better for them in certain situations. You need to experiment. But for me, as I said, I'm 6'2". That 6 foot 9 inch rod is ideal. Get out of that cover. Yes, sir. There it is. A pretty one, isn't it? You got it good. Going bye-bye. You know, we talk about this a lot, but it's still important to remember that a bass is sometimes difficult to hook with a buzz bait when you try to set the hook too quick. Now, if you jerk too soon, what you do, you're pulling that lure away from the fish. When a fish comes up and hits a topwater bait, like a buzz bait or any type of topwater bait, he's sucking in air, he's pulling in your lure, and he's pulling in water all at the same time. But if you can just pause just a few seconds before setting the hook, just wait until you feel the fish, then bust him. A bass has a hard time taking in food that's moving across the top of the surface. Just think about what I just said, about the air, the water, and your lure all at the same time, especially when it's moving. So he's got a suction pump mouth, but he's got to engulf the water, the air, and all of that at the same time. So if you jerk too quick, you're going to be the one that feels like a jerk. You know, I'm asked from time to time, just how far can a bass hear a lure moving along the surface? This I really can't answer. However, I've seen a bass dart 20 to 25 feet and blast a lure. Something else you might find interesting is that the liquid medium in which the bass lives transmits sound like a zip of electricity through a power line. Because of its density, water carries sound impulses 5 times faster beneath the surface than it does across land or through the air. While the sound above water is traveling over a 1,000-foot radius, one below the surface will have moved at a rate to cover 5,000 feet. Related to lapse time, underwater sound requires only 1 second to travel a mile. That fact alone makes it pretty obvious that a bass can hear a great distance. You just don't want to overpower this thing. Just throw it out there and just kind of slow roll it. It's got an original name. It's called, are you ready for this? The Buzz Plug. Not hard to remember. Just think of a fishing plug that buzzes. The Buzz Plug. Good night. I was looking off when he hit it. Oh, hit my. See, makes me so mad when I do that. Jumping over there now. Sister Mary Sally. Look what that buzz plug has done there. Now look at that. And I was looking off when he hit it. Hello. Ain't that something? That's over 8 pounds. And it was all done on the buzz plug. You know, fishing topwater with mono and braid, one of the advantages to using braid, what it does, it gives a sharper action to your bait with so much less effort from your wrist. And when you set the hook at a long distance, you've got a lot more hook setting power than with mono due to the stretch factor. Normally, you don't get good action on your lure at the end of a really long cast with mono because of the stretch factor. You know, it's nylon, and the longer it stays in the water, it absorbs water and it creates stretch. Now, it's also smart to add a short 14-inch section of mono or fluorocarbon leader on the end of your braid. It's stiffer and it prevents the bait and the hooks on it from catching the line. Now, my choice in a rod action for all of this is a 6-foot 9-inch, which is easy to handle for close range targets and for long range as well. Yeah, you did. Drag. You little rascal, you. Tough, strong fish. You didn't like the buzz plug, did you? Huh? Didn't like the buzz plug, did you? Okay, all right, calm down. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna tell you right now. That thing right there, the hooks, are something to get out. There we go. A good way to end the day. Yes, you are. Bye-bye. Woo! What a day. Oh, I'll tell you what, I've had a lot of fun. You know, there's just something mighty special about topwater fishing. If you can fool a surface feeder into striking, you'll experience one of the greatest thrills in angling. If you've never tried buzzing up a bass, well, you ought to give it a try. This kind of fishing we call topside commotion is simply tops. Sure hope you've enjoyed our outing today, and we hope to see you again next week at the same time. Make plans to join us.